Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, where Southern hospitality and charm meet the world of professional pickleball. And it's here you'll find the APP Atlanta Metro Open, part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Join us all weekend as players compete for cash prizes and a golden ticket to the Margaritaville USA Pickleball National Championships.
The APP Atlanta Metro Open, brought to you by PowerPlate. Selkirk Pickleball. Pickleball Central. SunMed. And Head Pickleball.
Welcome to Griffin, Georgia. We are here as part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series, the APP Atlanta Metro Open. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Women's doubles, bright and early this morning. We are here at the Head pregame show. Dominic Catalano alongside me is Cameron Blackwood. It's been a bright, actually, it wasn't bright this morning when these ladies started.
But it was dry.
It was dry. They started under the lights at 7 a.m. These ladies were here 6 a.m. or sooner, warming up under the lights to get this women's bracket in as they got rained out all day yesterday. So it's all about the ladies right now, and you see in your background that is one of our semifinal matchups that is just coming to an end. Jarjim and Todd over at a right, and Susanna Barr. That is one of the semifinal matches. The other semifinal match is complete as well, as Georgia Johnson and Andrea Koop took out Vivian David and Lacey Schneeman 11-13, 11-2, 11-4. So a nice matchup on that side. This one went to, well, we'll get you those scores once they get updated, but we got a long day for you here. We have a first of our gold medal matches coming up. We have J.W. Johnson taking on Federico Staxrud in the men's pro singles gold medal match here on Championship Court. Following that, this afternoon, starting at 1 o'clock, we will shift over to ESPN Plus, where we will have our men's doubles, women's singles, and the mixed pro doubles finals, all for you starting at 1 p.m. over on ESPN Plus. But the first matchup here on Championship Court is that men's pro singles matchup. J.W. Johnson, Federico Staxrud. Johnson will be coming out of that consolation side of things. Staxrud did win the winner bracket final against J.W. Johnson, so will be a good matchup. Cam, what are you looking for out of that matchup in the men's pro singles final?
Well, it's a rematch. So I think J.W. Johnson's looking for some revenge. I think he's looking to make some adjustments as to how it played out at the last tournament for him. So Fed's strong. I think he's grown a lot. He has a lot of confidence, and he's ready to take on JW. It's just another match, and he's looking to take the win. So I want to see what JW's going to change, or if he's going to change anything at all. And I think it's going to be a close match all the way through. Yeah,
Johnson and Staxrud met last weekend in Chicago for the final. Staxrud coming out on top of that. J.W. Johnson coming away last weekend with 3 silver medals on Championship Sunday. He's looking to avenge that. He has another opportunity at a Triple Crown this weekend. He is in all 3 finals again, men's pro singles, men's pro doubles, and the mixed doubles side of things, where he is coming out of the winner bracket in all 3 of those matches. Last weekend was a little different. He was coming out of the consolation side of thing in men's pro singles and men's pro doubles. So he's sitting a little prettier this weekend. So we are going to, right now, we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, those players will be back here on court for that men's pro singles final here, part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series, APP Atlanta Metro Open. Don't go anywhere.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Hiya, my name is Stacy Townsend, and let's learn to play better pickleball with Pickler and USA Pickleball. Learn to play better pickleball for free with Pickler and USA Pickleball.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
PPR is proud to be a partner with the APP Tour, which features 18 tournaments and more than $750,000 in prize money. Several PPR members play in APP tournaments throughout the year. Are you at least a 3.5 pickleball player? Then become certified to teach with PPR. Check out our website at www.pprpickleball.org. And as the saying goes, do what you love and you never have to work a day in your life. So give us a call at 843-842-9777. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I am Next Gen.
I am Next Gen.
I am Next Gen.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Welcome back to Championship Court here in Griffin, Georgia at the USA Pickleball National Championship Series APP Atlanta Metro Open. We were just kidding with you guys earlier. We do not have the men's pro single final yet. That's coming up next. Right now we have the women's pro doubles winner bracket final. Georgia Johnson and Andrea Koop, your 1 seed, taking on your 2 seed, Simone Jardim and Paris Todd. Georgia Johnson is on court, ready to go, as these players will get on court, get their warm-up in. I know Jardim and Todd will be warm already. They just came off the last match here on Championship Court, but now we're going to preview this one. So, Cam, you got your 1 seed versus your 2 seed, came out exactly how we had planned it. Expectations for this match?
Well, these teams both got byes this morning. So, yes, they got here earlier, but they got to chill for a little bit. I was able to see the first match with Johnson and Koop. They played Bobby Oshiro and Mary Brasha. First set went 14-12 to them. So they got a really good warm-up this morning. Both teams are looking great. They're looking confident. They're happy to be out here playing. There's no rain as of now. We're very thankful for that. I'm looking for a lot of power. This is a very powerful 4 ladies out here. There's going to be a lot of speed ups, and there's going to be a lot of resets. Long points. I look for people to speed up, reset the point within maybe 3 times within an entire point. So I'm looking for this match to go a little bit longer, but with a lot of action.
Yeah, and you'll see, you know, obviously Andrea Koop and Simone Jardim, the veterans of pickleball, playing opposite each other with Georgia Johnson and Paris Todd. Paris Todd a little newer to the scene, less than a year. Georgia Johnson about a year on the pro side of things and is really starting to come into her own, no matter who she partners with. But I think the X factor here in this matchup will be Andrea Koop as far as things go, she is one of the best defenders in the game. She'll stay in points as long as anybody. So I think Andrea Koop in this matchup will be my X factor, as you are going to see a little more attacking as we did in that semifinal match from Paris Todd and Simone Jardim. They kind of brought it right at Etta Wright and Susanna Barr and continued to put that pressure on. So I'm expecting more of the same, but I think it's going to depend on who they're attacking at. If you're going at Andrea Koop, she's going to get most everything back. Georgia Johnson, in her own right, a very good defender as well, but I think she'll pull the trigger a little sooner than Andrea Koop will.
I agree with that. And what's going to be really unique about this matchup is you have Simone Jardim, like you said, and Andrea Koop being the vets, and they both are very good at coaching and changing strategy within the games. So if it's not working, they take the timeout. You'll watch a completely different strategy come out. You might see them switch sides, and they both do it very well and are very successful at it. So I think it's going to be a really unique chess match that we're going to see here on championship court.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got all 4 players now out on court. Getting loose, we got a full day for you here. Like we said, we were going to be bringing you that men's pro singles final. That'll be coming up next after this women's winner bracket final. So winner of this matchup will move to the gold medal match. That'll be coming up later on this afternoon. Loser will drop down and have to play in that bronze medal match on the women's pro side of things. But we will have that men's pro singles final for you right here on championship court coming up at around 11 a.m. It'll be J.W. Johnson taking on Federico Staxrud. And then at 1 o'clock, we will switch kind of gears, move over to ESPN Plus, where we'll have our men's pro double final first, followed by our women's pro singles final, and then cap off the afternoon, early evening with the mixed pro doubles final. That men's doubles final, J.W. Johnson and Deco Barr coming out of the winner bracket, taking on Zane Navratil and Andre Deescu. In the women's pro single final, it is Georgia Johnson, who is on court right now playing with Andrea Koop. She'll be taking on Megan Fudge in that women's pro singles final. And then the final matchup of the day, mixed pro double gold medal match, Simone Jardim and Georgia Johnson taking on Paris Todd and Deco Barr. And so Georgia Johnson has an opportunity. All right, we don't have it set yet, so J.W. Johnson does already. Her big brother has an opportunity to take home a triple crown. Georgia Johnson may have an opportunity. We don't know yet at a triple crown. All depends on how she fares the rest of today. But if her and Andrea Koop can win this matchup here, that'll solidify and guarantee her an opportunity. Oh, no, she's not, is she? It is, it's Simone Jardim and J.W. Johnson. See,
I was a little confused. I was sitting here.
I was putting Johnson. I was putting them both in there. So it's Simone and J.W. Not Simone and and Georgia. That'd be it wouldn't be a mixed doubles final. So, but
an interesting one. That's for sure.
She could have an opportunity at 2 gold medals today.
Yes.
So. But yeah,
she will take full advantage of those.
As these women finish their warm-up, it looks like Georgia Johnson and Andrea Koop are ready to go. Jardim and Todd finishing their warm-up. Here on championship court, it's been a hectic weekend with all the weather delays and everything that we've had. But unfortunately, we didn't have an opportunity to bring you anything out here on championship court yesterday with all the rain. But the men's pro doubles did get through everything underneath the covered courts in an abbreviated fashion. They did all games to 15, finished around 7 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock last night in an abbreviated fashion. So they did get through, but the women didn't get through anything yesterday as they were here bright and early, 7 a.m. this morning under the lights to get their bracket started. Yeah, start time.
People were waking up at 4:45 this morning to get here.
Yes, they were. So looks like we are set and ready to go. Georgia Johnson and Andrea Koop will be serving to start.
Great weather conditions right now as well.
It's the nicest day of the weekend so far here today.
Still a little muggy, so look for points to maybe last a little bit longer. Not put balls away right away. May take a couple more shots. Maybe a little bit more angles from these ladies. Right now we see both teams strategizing. Can't see right now, but we have Simone and Paris over here strategizing before we start the match. And look for teams to come out firing. Everyone's going to come out strong. They want that advantage and that momentum right away.
Yeah, they want to be sitting pretty in that gold medal match later on this afternoon. I know Jarjim would like to have that in her back pocket so she doesn't have to go any further any longer, as she is already in the mixed pro double final later on this afternoon. And nice finish right there. A little odd return there from Paris Todd. She mishits that return, short return.
Like we said from the get-go, look for her and Georgia to be the ones to pull the trigger first.
Side out to Todd and Jarjim.
Great ball there from Jarjim. Nice heavy roll. Keeps Andrea on her back heels.
Right there, that's just veteran play from Simone Jarjim, keeping that ball in play every time, get it up and over. She forces the mistake from the young Georgia Johnson. Good aggressive serve there from Paris Todd. Using that new SLK Selkirk paddle.
Seems to be doing really well for her this weekend.
Yeah, she likes it. Oh, and Jarjim going off right wrist of Coop.
So hard to get out of those when they're coming so fast.
Right.
People think, why can't you just move? It's coming quicker than you think.
You're only 14 feet apart. Not a lot of reaction time there, and a 4-1 lead here for Jarjim and Todd. Nice attack there from Johnson. Cross court at Todd. And watch Jarjim going with that open stance serve here.
5-1-2.
Todd all over that right there, Cam.
Really targeting Todd, testing her as she's moving up, and she handled it well. You don't have to do much when you're moving up, just nice and steady, making sure that your hands are steady, hitting those resets to coming on in.
Nice ball down the line there from Andrea Coop, keeping this nice and low, taking a little something off it to keep it in right there.
Yeah. 2-5-1.
Nice job by Todd clearing herself and getting on top of that forehand.
She knew that was coming back, and you watch her slide accordingly to finish that ball.
2-5-2.
Just long right there on the lob from Jarjim. Jarjim can't believe that she didn't get that and keep that in right there.
Really like that play, though. They're both leaning forward, changed up the pace.
Let's go. Come on.
Right. 5-3-1.
put away from Coop. Great defense, though, from Jardim throughout that whole point.
She gets so low on every one of those balls that she got. And just stayed patient.
But just a little too much pressure from Johnson and Coop right there.
Nice ball, Georgia.
Like how they went in there, jammed her on that forehand side right at the body. There's nothing you can do with that.
3-5-1.
Good lead.
A little long right there from Johnson. Not a bad idea going down that line, though. As she had Todd pulled over in the middle because it looked like Jardim wanted to go around the post but couldn't find the angle.
3-5-2.
You will get.
Oh, and Andrea Coop setting herself up nicely. Just can't finish off the top of the tape right there. Coop getting aggressive there in that point there, Cam.
Keeping everything out in front of them, right? No one was bringing the paddles back, making sure they're ready for that next shot.
No!
Johnson, good adjustment. Everybody doesn't realize how hard that is, right? You get a ball off the tape like that, you're expecting speed, and then all of a sudden it pops up and it's slow. It takes a little time to try and get on top of that.
Out. Are you sure? Did it look? Did you see? So what's that?
Second serve.
A little long on the serve from Jardim. Jardim being very aggressive with her serve early on here.
I like that, trying to set Todd up for that finish.
Good hands from Coop off the tape right there. Get on top of that. Something Johnson wasn't able to do 2 points ago.
Now they're switched. We have Todd on the right, Jardim on the left.
Nice finish there from Georgia Johnson. What a hands battle.
Great point.
Andrew Coop keeping them in that play right there, Cam.
And both teams switched. Now we have Jardim and Coop going straight up, and we have Todd and Johnson going straight up. More of the vets and the rookies. I like it. Let's see if they keep it.
Oh, Johnson all over that right there. On her front, on her toes, leaning forward. I like the aggressiveness right there. Oh, that's a great ball down the line, Cam.
She took a lot off of it. It looked like she was going to turn her hips and go cross court. She kept them open, went right down the line, caught Jardim off guard. Great play.
5-6-2.
Oh, and off the tape. That's what it's going to take right there. A ball off the tape to end that point.
Like I said from the get-go, you're going to see a long points, a lot of resets, hand battles within 1 point.
Yes.
This is great.
6-5-1.
Nice hands from Johnson, expecting that speed up from Jardim.
I didn't like that one. I'd like her to set it up, maybe one more shot, then come in with that aggressive ball.
Oh, Johnson all over the speed up from Todd. Watch her just get set, get ready. Watch the quick forehand here. No backswing, just slap that right back down the middle.
5-6-1.
Great ball by Johnson there. Nice easy roll right at Todd's feet. Not able to pick that back up.
6-6-1.
Watch it.
Johnson got in between. She didn't know if she should leave that go around, so she go around the post, or flip that back over. She gets caught in between.
That's a tough one. You want to wait on it, then you don't know if you're going to even have the angle. It's a tough ball.
No.
Got out.
Great leave there by Todd. Seeing that wind up from Coop. Going to be going a little bit high. Thank goodness they did.
6-6-1.
Jardim with the two-hander. She just dips that front shoulder just a little too much right there and gets it on top of the net.
This match is incredible so far.
It's everything you want out of a winter bracket final right here against with your 1 and 2 seeds.
And all players on.
Yeah, going toe-to-toe. 6-6, game 1. Wow, Georgia Johnson. I mean, it's up over her left shoulder, so it's a two-handed backhand overhead, which she makes it look so easy right there.
And it's not.
No.
It is not. And as you can see, Jardim did a third shot lob. Usually you hear about a third shot drop, third shot drive, but now we have third shot lobs here in pickleball.
Oh my goodness, Cam. Unbelievable hands from these ladies. I mean, just when you thought Coop and Johnson were down and out, they battle their way back into that point and take the lead here.
Second serve.
Rare to see a miss.
Right.
Seven, 6-2.
You.
Got out.
A couple little mistakes there from Johnson. She'll regroup, as you can see, crossing her body, getting reset.
Right now, see what you're seeing is that they're now going to try and slow it down to Johnson. She's made 3 mistakes in a row here. We'll see if Todd and Jardim continue to go at Johnson.
I think they might switch. I think Coop might switch here.
You.
She goes.
You.
Good choice right there as they do switch.
And that's what you get from a vet like Coop. Seeing that, saying, hey, let's go ahead and switch it up. Let me take that ball, get you reset, figure it out from there.
7-7-2.
Watch it. Come on.
Great job of Georgia Johnson getting on top of that two-hander right there at the feet of Todd. Side out, but we are all square again here at 7. Game number 1. Winner moves on to gold. Loser drops down and has to play for bronze, try and fight their way back to that gold medal match.
Second serve.
This feels like a gold medal match.
I know.
7-7-2.
May very well be a preview. But I do know there's about 4 other ladies teams that'll have another say in that before it's all said and done.
When you're playing this good and you can't miss, how are you staying in that zone?
7-7-1.
I mean, it's just do what got you here. Continue to do the good things, meaning keeping that ball in play, attacking when need be, and like right there. Johnson had made like 2 or 3 mistakes in a row. What does she do? Instead of trying to overhit, she control hits, right? Right down the middle, take something off that ball. She does it again right there. She took something off that. 2 points in a row. This is a 15-year-old girl making adjustments in game. She is well above her age in pickleball IQ.
Placement over power.
Good angle there from Jardim, and again, it's the angles on the overheads that are going to be the winners.
And both teams still switching it up. Now we have Jardim back on the right.
Nice dig from Todd. There it is,
Great
right?
angle.
So Johnson hits 2 overheads flat back to the baseline. Todd and Jardim get them both back. How does she hit the winner? She hits the angle.
8-7-2.
Wow, great job by Paris, Todd, and Simone Jardim of pulling Johnson and Coop sideline to sideline.
They cut that string quickly. It looked like Todd was going to come over for the Ernie. Coop didn't do the Ernie, came back right there for Jardim to finish.
7-8-1.
Oh, Todd trying to go around the post right there, and she looks at Jardim like, I don't know if it was there or not.
She always asks me in practice. We gotta go, was it there? She goes, Cam, it's always there.
7-8-2.
Good finish from Andrea Coop.
It's hard when you're about 2 feet away, 3 feet away from that kitchen line, and you have a Andrea Coop swinging full speed ahead right at you.
And that's set up by Jardim's reach right there. You watch her reach and take that ball out of the air, sets that whole point up. Right there.
Easy finish for Todd.
Wow, Georgia Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Watch her, just unbelievable hands right here throughout this point, handling everything that is being thrown at her.
And different speeds and different spins she was able to put on the ball in that entire point.
Side out.
And just and upset with herself that she doesn't get that last ball over.
Well, she has been getting all of them over, so I can see why she'd be a little upset.
You.
Nice ball back there from Georgia Johnson. Jardim letting that go, thinking that might go long, does not.
Again, her taking some off of that ball, letting it dip.
Come on, let's go, Georgia.
Side out.
I mean, this only game 1. Yeah, at least one more of these to go.
I was so excited.
At least.
And no timeouts yet. we'll see if we get one or not. Both teams feeling very confident.
Wow, what a pressure dink from Johnson, too. Thinking it's all power. Watch this two-handed roll dink, puts pressure on Todd, gives them a game point. Unforced error from Paris. Todd on the serve. And
Customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
back here on Championship Court, Pro Women's Double winner bracket final. Game 1 going to Johnson and Coop, 11-7 over Jarjim and Todd. Game 2 about to get underway here. Paris, Todd to serve. Cam, if we are in for anything, we're in for another good game here, as that first one was everything we could ask for.
No one could miss. Everyone's resets were on. Their hands were ready to go for any hands battles.
Well,
it was incredible pickleball.
We just jinxed that first point as Todd goes in the net for third, so that's our fault.
In? Yeah.
Oh, wow. And Coop just playing defense right there. Get that ball up and over. And lands in.
1-0-1.
Really? Come on.
Jarjim can't believe she hits the tape right there. She thought she had a line wide open.
They just let Coop and Johnson take over that net. They started backing up. They needed to come back in and close that net.
2-0-2.
Watch it.
Jarjim trying to go tweener right there as Johnson just putting on a ton of pressure. Jarjim just goes a little wide with that tweener, and it's a 3-0 lead for Coop and Johnson.
3-0-2. Side out.
Tough ball for Johnson to attack right there, Cam.
It was. When your feet aren't set, sometimes you think, oh, I got to swing extra hard.
0,
Get the ball over, get reset, get your good base, then go for those shots. You're going to be more successful.
Oh, finally, Jardim able to get on top of that, get that ball down at the feet of Coop.
Those balls were barely clearing the net, which is exactly what you need. Coming down over the ball, getting it right at the feet of Coop and Johnson. Good cover.
Wow, Georgia Johnson using every inch of that reach right there to cover in the middle.
I didn't think she was going to get back, let alone get it back unattackable.
1, 3, 2.
There's Todd with the finish, Cam.
Incredible. She completely took over that point. Saw that it was a little pop-up. When your partner's on, let her go. Let her finish that. Incredible.
Using that lateral movement, staying out of the kitchen right there. Paris Todd showing her athleticism and a finish on a two-hander.
She has one of the best two-handed backhands in the game.
A little wide right there, but nice little firefight there at the kitchen line. Side out for Johnson and Coop, but Jardim and Todd Answer get 2 on the board.
You again.
Oh, Jardim dotting that middle line. Right down the service line by Jardim.
3, 2, 2.
I really liked that from Johnson, though. A shake and bake herself. Usually you see the partner drive and then the other one finish at the net. Sometimes you see the player go ahead and do that themselves, just like Johnson. Look for her to continue to do that throughout this match. Great angle.
Yeah, and a good spot, right? As they pulled Johnson to the middle, Jardim finds the angle and the winner on the sideline.
3, 3, 1.
Oh, and Johnson just off the tape right here, drops in.
Is it a sorry, not sorry, or she might be a little sorry?
I don't think so. Not one bit. They're going to take that all day.
Of course they're going to take it.
3, 3, 2.
That's the pressure from Todd that just got put on right there. As Todd came up, she was crashing on the drop. She forces Johnson to try and keep that tight to the net. Goes wide. And good spot right there.
Yeah,
from
I didn't
Johnson.
mind the change of pace with the serve. I like what Jardim was trying to do. I just would have liked Paris maybe stay back, knowing it was going to be a high serve that they may have driven that return.
3, 4, 1.
You.
Andrea Coop just going sideline to sideline. She's attacking, dropping, dropping, attacking. She's keeping that pace, and she's keeping Todd and Jardim off balance.
Well, and her lateral movement. She's over by Johnson. She's covering her line, creating a lot of chaos for the other side to get in a rhythm.
So Jarjim trying that lob right there, but as soon as she dipped down to hit that lob, Johnson read it well.
I don't think Jarjim was as balanced as she thought. It looked like more of a, I'll throw this up, but not a planned lob like her ones have been before.
5-4-1.
You. Yours. Yours.
Nice finish there from Jarjim, but good hands from Coop, and Johnson again stay in that.
I really like what Todd and Jarjim are doing right now is sucking Coop into the middle and then keeping her honest. So creating that lateral movement.
5-4-2.
Coop can handle it. They just finish that point a little bit better.
Big finish there from Andrea Coop to give her and Johnson a 2-point lead here at 6-4.
Nice finish right at the feet.
6-4-2.
Johnson and Coop looking to end this in 2. Oh, there it was again. Coop speeding up. She goes soft and speeds that one up, but Todd able to counter. Side out here for Jarjim and Todd. We'll see if they can answer here. Down by 2. They need this second game to force a third game here in this winner bracket final. Winner to gold, loser to bronze.
You. Watch it. Yeah.
Oh, Johnson trying to go backside on Jarjim there, Cam.
Yeah, and what I'm noticing here is we have Johnson and Coop staying really tight to the kitchen line and working the point, where Jarjim and Todd are having a hard time regaining that. You've seen about 2 feet off the kitchen line when they're in these dink battles, and they're not coming out on top.
Right.
They've got to gain control of that kitchen line and push Coop and Johnson on their heels, because right now they're taking full advantage of that and winning these points.
5-6-2.
Yeah, they can't get to the kitchen line, and it's not saying they have to get all the way to the kitchen line, but they're getting caught in transition.
Correct.
And so they're not even near the kitchen line at some of these points, and it's putting them at a deficit.
So they come in just on defense and can't regain that.
What a drop from Georgia Johnson. No timeout here. I'd be suspecting one possibly.
See that little wrist flick? She really used that left hand to roll that ball over nice and quick.
And nice attack there as Coop was engaged in the middle right there, but couldn't finish Jarjim a little too much.
Yeah, here you go.
I like that she attacked Coop right at her body, knowing that she was coming over.
Oh, Georgia Johnson just all out attacks here, and still no timeout, but
Coop here stands back, letting Georgia take control of that point.
So there is a timeout here from Jarjim and Paris Todd. So now you're Jarjim and Paris Todd. You're in their corner right now, Cam. What are you telling them that they need to kind of figure out to get back in this, as they're down by 3 points away from having to play in that bronze medal match?
They're getting in hands battles in transition zones. That's the issue. So it's hard when you're in that transition zone. You're trying to fight to get your way up there. But if they can try and deaden that ball, get something into the kitchen, maybe a nice roll to the middle or to the outside to spread them, then they can gain control back at the kitchen line, start working the point. What they were doing great was sucking Coop over and then finishing behind her. So I'd like to see them do that a little bit more.
All right, well, we'll see as Georgia Johnson, Andrea Coop in the driver's seat here, as Jarjim and Todd forced to call a timeout to try and slow that momentum down. But it is all Coop and Johnson here late in this second game, trying to end it in 2 and move on to the gold medal match. later on this afternoon, women's pro doubles. We'll see what Jarjim and Todd have up their sleeve coming back from this timeout, down by 3 and 3 points away from having to fight their way back in a bronze medal match. All right, and Andrea Coop will be serving when we come back here as players look to be ready to go.
15 seconds, ladies. Okay, receivers, you still have 1 timeout remaining. Servers, you still have both of your timeouts for this game. Time in, 8-5-2.
Go.
Great finish there by Todd.
Again, a little miss hit on the ball back over, but again, a much needed side out from Todd and Jarjim here, down by 3. Good timeout. Way to slow that momentum from Johnson and Coop. So obvious game plan out of the timeout. Jarjim and Todd going at Georgia Johnson. The only time they went to Coop was on a ball to keep her honest right there. So now if I'm Coop and Johnson, what am I going to do to counter if they're just going at Johnson? I liked what Johnson did where she stepped around for the Ernie. What that does is it forces both Todd and Jarjim to have to go to Coop there. So we'll see what adjustments that Johnson and Coop can make here. Nice finish by Todd as Johnson tries to speed up in the middle from the sideline. That's a tough spot to speed up because it's going to open up a hole in that middle unless Coop comes all the way over, Kim.
And right there you have the best shots. You have Todd's two-handed swinging backhand. You have Jarjim's forehand right there. But what I did like is that Coop and Johnson were trying something, switching up, putting Johnson on the left, trying to see if they weren't going to attack her as much. Now they're back to
all tied up here at 8. 3 quick points after the side out from Jarjim and Todd.
Second serve. 8-8-2.
Tied up.
Watch it. Come on.
Great spot by Andrea Coop right there, and a good job of Andrea Coop inserting herself in the middle right there, making her presence felt a little bit more on that point. Big side out, stop that momentum.
And great placement by that put away.
8-8-1. Second serve.
It's a great shot by Todd right there in the transition zone, going right low at Coop. It's hard to pick up, and it's hard not to hit an attackable ball in that position.
Just wide from Paris Todd, trying to keep Coop honest right there.
What I'm liking, though, is I'm seeing Jarjim and Todd now regaining control of that kitchen line and being assertive with their points now. Great angle there by Jarjim.
But again, Coop and Johnson get on the board. They answer, take that lead back by 1.
8-9-1.
Nice finish from Andrea Coop saying, hey, Georgia, don't worry about this. I got this, Johnson.
Right before that point, Andrea said, stay. Let's go ahead and keep you on the left. I'm going to take the right. It worked out great.
Eight, 9, 2.
Come on, Georgia.
So that's what you see a lot of when Jardim lobs the third. She wants that player on her back heel, and then she'll drive the fifth. So she's looking to get a pattern out of that lob third. But a quick side out for Johnson and Coop, trying to add to this lead and end it in 2 here in the winter bracket final.
Second serve.
And a little miscommunication there, Cam, in the middle.
Yeah, Johnson really thought she was going to get that ball.
9, 8, 2.
Sometimes it's hard. You think, maybe it's going out, skips right off that line.
Watch it.
Oh, that's a ball that Johnson doesn't miss very often.
She wanted that point. She
did.
had earned that point with those hands. But great finish by Jardim and Todd. A much needed finish for them.
8, 9, 1.
They need this point here. They need some points on the board on this side out here.
Oh, that is a rare miss on a third from Simone Jardim. It's at a big time right here in this match. Down by 1, game 2. Johnson and Coop 2 points away from moving on.
8, 9, 2.
No, wide.
A little wide from Johnson, and all tied up here at 9, Cam. It's going down to the wire again.
Well, and Jardim and Todd have done exactly what they need to do to get back in this. They're regaining the kitchen line, they're working the point longer, and they're getting those finishing balls.
Attack right at Georgia Johnson. Time out here quickly from Coop and Johnson as Jardim and Todd take a 1-point lead. What's the difference maker here, Cam?
Well, that was a great point, as you saw right now, is they were pressuring Coop, making her hit those balls, and then when Johnson wasn't expecting it, hitting a speed up right at her, and she didn't seem ready at all. So what Jardim and Todd are doing are, like they said right out of that timeout, the game plan that they changed was, let's be aggressive, let's be dominant, let's get up to the kitchen line. Let's start doing what was working early on in that first game, which was moving them laterally a little bit more, sucking the players in, and then creating some confusion on the other side.
All right, so when we come back in, it'll be Jardim and Todd flipping the script here as it looked like they were going to be down here. They called that timeout. They were down 8-5, 3 points away from having to fight out of that bronze medal match. They come all the way back. They go on a 5-1 run to take a 1-point lead here in game number 2. I believe we're on second server here, so possibly one stop needed for Johnson and Coop to try and tie this game back up and end it in 2.
Yes. Okay, time in. 10-9-2.
We are on second server here.
Watch it.
There were 2 balls that should have been putaways, 2 of them. That Andrew Coop dug out one and Georgia Johnson digs out another, fighting for their life here in game number 2. What a job on the defensive side from Johnson and Coop.
Incredible pickleball. They stayed in the point. They stayed aggressive. Just get the ball back over, then find a ball and putting it away. Great pickleball by these ladies. You hate to miss that one.
I know. Ball, Coop is not going to miss that ball very often, but they still got another opportunity here to tie this up
Still
at 10.
have some momentum. I'd like to see them to use it.
Oh, nice finish and good recovery from Coop because Jargine pulled her all the way to the sideline there, Cam. What does she do so well?
So she knew she was off balance. All she did was hit a nice reset with the backhand, expecting it was a little high. And when that happens, you know you need to slide because you're going to come in with that finishing ball. Incredible read by Coop.
What a drop from Georgia Johnson right there at a crucial time.
They came out of that timeout confident with a game plan. We have this. We know the shots we need to hit. We're confident in those shots. Let's get aggressive and let's take back this second game.
Let's go back to the game point. Johnson digs out a ball that it's an overhead winner. She digs it out. About 6 shots later, same thing. Coop digs it out. They fight back, win that point, win the next 2, and now sitting pretty here on second server to try and end this game and end this match.
The hands by all 4 of these ladies.
Oh, and look at that ball. That ball just out. I mean, that just misses the line. That's as close as it can get, but it is the right call. And looks like Johnson and Coop, again, we come back from this timeout. They will be serving for the match here at 11-10.
And for some people that are new to pickleball, you may say, oh, it looked like it was on the line. The thing with the wiffle ball is it does not compress. Unlike a tennis ball. If it was a tennis ball, we could see that it would compress and probably catch that line. The wiffle ball does not allow for that.
Match point here for Johnson and Coop.
Time in 11-10-2.
Second server here. Big winner down the middle from Paris Todd. That's an exclamation point.
It was, but you could tell Coop came with that drop, and it was not confident. It was a little bit high, knowing that Todd was going to come over and finish it down the middle.
10-11-1.
Oh, Jargine from her backside gets that last ball over. Unbelievable defense from Simone Jargine. I mean, just to get that back up and over, and Johnson just misses that.
Wow.
And we're all tied here at 11.
Retiring? Is she? Come on.
Nope.
11-11-1.
Wow.
The epitome of just get it back over and make them hit one more ball. Miscommunication in the middle, Cam.
I would like Todd to take that.
Yeah,
she has incredible backhand. Like I said, I think it's one of the best backhands in the game. And with her movement coming forward, she could hit a nice drive right down the middle and maybe a winner on that.
11-11-2.
All right, so Johnson does play an out ball right there, but keeps it in. Doesn't hurt anything, but we're now all tied here again, now at 11.
What I like about Coop, she's being very assertive on what side she wants to be on and for what pattern they're going to be using. Working well for them.
Good angle right there from Simone Jargine.
All
on the
players
overhead.
have been using that angle.
Yeah, and that's how you hit winners here in pickleball. Hit that angle. Nice pressure ding from Jargine, and watch Jargine right there. She's taking that ball out of the air as much as she can, not letting Coop time to set back up to hit the next ball. Taking time away from her opponent. Simone Jargine down the middle, and again would flip it, and it will be Jargine and Todd with a game point on their paddle. 2 opportunities here. Look at how low Jarjim's getting to get that back up over.
And her knees are on the floor. See if they can save another one here. I don't doubt they can. Winners or not, Coop and Johnson are determined to win this game.
Wow, nice ball. And she had, Georgia Johnson had Jarjim leaning to the sideline here.
It was almost the same play. You had Jarjim finishing in the exact same position with the ball going in the net. Talking here, they might see if they'll switch it up or not. Maybe Todd taking some of those.
Wow, they had Johnson moving left and right laterally and had her all over the court that point, Cam.
It was a great game plan. From the beginning, it was very clear they were going to target Johnson, push her off that line, see if they couldn't get a pop-up and finish that point.
Big point here for Coop and Johnson trying to even this up. A little wide. Ball off the tape. Johnson can't adjust. It'll be at least one more game point here for Todd and Jarjim.
I would have liked Coop to take that little higher dink that Jarjim hit out of the air before that.
Oh, the easy one, she says right there, and just can't get that one over. It'll be another game point here for Jarjim and Todd, their 5th. Got to be able to close out in these matches.
See if they keep with their pattern of just suffocating Johnson here.
Oh, what a spot from Georgia Johnson. And Jarjim's upset with herself because as Johnson hit that, she kept coming forward. She needs to stop, split step, play that ball off a good bounce, and then come in. She knows that. She teaches it every day.
11-12-1.
Oh, and unforced error from Jarjim, and we're tied here again, Cam, at 12 now.
I'm not surprised. Call it from the beginning. These are going to be long points, lots of resets. All these ladies have some of the best hands in the entire game.
Wow, what an attack from a low ball from Jarjim. And for those of you guys at home watching this, there's no such thing as red, yellow, green. It's all dependent on the player. Jarjim attacked that ball off her shoe tops. Quote unquote, that's a red area to attack from. No, it's not. She attacked that at about 50%, forces Johnson to hit that, and forces the mistake.
That's why she's the GOAT.
Johnson and Coop do tie this back up, so it will not be a game point here for Todd and Jarjim at the moment.
Great placement there. Jarjim not able to get up to that kitchen line in time, catching her on her back heels. Another chance here to get his points on the board.
Oh no, right.
Sorry.
Coop is really sorry right now. She's very
Coop's
sorry.
apologizing to us right now. Like, she's apologizing to everyone in the stadium right now. She did not mean to do that. I mean, that ball hit the tape and dropped straight down. There's nothing anyone can do on that ball. But, hey, if you're going to get it, that's the time to get it. 12-12 game 2.
12-12-1.
Might as well. That's over. Oh my God. Cam and I are in here throwing elbows at each other going, is this point going to end? No, it's not. I mean, but that's the epitome of both teams turning offense into defense. I mean,
controlled.
It looked like Jarjim and Todd had control, but then all of a sudden Coop and Johnson put on all the pressure. What a point from these ladies, and it is now a match point for Johnson and Coop.
Jarjim just asked the ref, do we have a timeout? They do not.
Oh, and that ball just drops.
Second serve.
Right on the back of the line.
Yeah, it's a tough ball here. Off the tape. Oh, yeah, it drops right in. Well, that's maybe a little payback there for Coop's ball. It clipped the tape and dropped in.
13-12-2.
No sorries on the other end.
No. Match point number 3 for Johnson and Coop. Coop tries the inside-out backhand right there, but it got a little low on her.
Like what she was trying to do, though. Took a little bit off, just trying to punch that right at Todd.
Wow. I mean, first one hands from Georgia Johnson, right, Cam, right in the middle?
Absolutely, and that all came from Todd's speed up. You don't see too many speed ups cross court, but when you can keep it nice and low just like that with the right pace, you can create some chaos and win a point off of that.
Johnson can't get out of the way. Jarjim asking if she's okay. She says yes, she's okay.
Just need to scream it out. Just scream it out.
Just gets her off. You see right there. She just had to get it out.
Yep. Again, match point. Here we go, 14-13.
So yeah, game point here for Jarjim and Todd trying to force a third game. Oh no. No. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me right now. Talk about defense. And Jarjim off it. Look at Paris Todd. Just, she can't believe they didn't win that point.
Wow.
I mean, that's defense. The epitome of just staying in the point. You got your head down. You're just shaking your head.
I just hope people at home are taking notes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best pickleball you're going to see. You're seeing every kind of shot from offense to defense, from rolls to dinks to drives. It's incredible.
Game point number 7.
Come on,
this is unbelievable right now as Jarjim and Todd keep getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to end the second game and force a third game, and they can't get that 1 point, that ever elusive 1 point here. Johnson and Coop just battling.
Correction, 13-14-1.
A little wide right there.
I mean, honestly, I thought it was going over. I mean, what's not anymore?
13-14-2.
Yes.
Nice counter there from Todd. And Todd and Jarjim will have game point number 8.
14-13-1.
They feel like they have the momentum right now.
They felt it 7 times. now the 8th time.
That's true.
Oh. Jardim trying to sneak one backside on Coop, but no luck. And it will be, dare I say, Cam, game point number 9 for Jardim and Todd.
This just shows how mentally tough all these ladies are and how much they can focus and stay in the zone. A lot of players have a hard time staying in the zone.
And number 9 will do it for Simone Jardim and Paris Todd.
Wow.
They will take game number 2 by a score, Cam, by a score of 15-13. That's a battle right there. We'll take a quick commercial break. We come back, that third and decisive game here in the Women's Pro Double Winter Bracket Final. Don't go anywhere.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Back here on championship court, game number 3, the decisive game number 3. Simone Jardim and Paris Todd. Cam, 9. Count them, 9 game points they had. Finally, 9 is the lucky number for Jardim and Todd as they end it and move on to game number 3. 15-13 in game number 2. I mean, the first game was intense. The second game, even more intense. I don't want to let down here for game number 3.
We're not going to have one. It's very rare that you see second set game with that high of a score.
Yeah.
Usually you see, okay, the first one wins it. Well, maybe the second one, the opposing team may get a little bit easier of a set, or the people have momentum and they go ahead and take that. But not these ladies. And what happened in the first 2 games, they had a little bit of a slower start on both sides, down 0-3, 4-1 for both teams, and we still got incredible pickleball. These ladies are going to settle in, and we're going to get a show here.
Good cross-court attack there from Andrea Coop at about 50%. Goes at the left foot of Jardim, gets pop-up and a put away. go again, Cam. I mean, we're just picking up right where we left off.
Ay.
Unbelievable point from these ladies. Johnson into the net.
And great setups by both. There's just everyone's countering.
Watch it.
Oh, finally, Jardim throws up that lob, but Johnson finally able to get that ball down at her feet. Coop takes a seat.
Coop says, sorry, I don't think these ladies mind a little breather here.
No, not at all. Even early in game number 3.
Very humid out here.
Like Coop said, it's very humid out here. That is correct.
Probably the understatement of the weekend.
0-1-1.
Good spot from in the middle from Jardim.
Catching both players, trying to come in on their back heels, places it right in the middle. Great spot by Jardim.
0-1-2.
Ooh, Paris Todd flipping middle right there. Nice shot.
Oh, I love it, but man, she gets me on that on a daily basis, probably 4 times in a practice.
1-0-1.
A little long on the return from Johnson.
Two 0-1.
Oh, right off the line right there as Coop calls it. Ball skips on her.
Same start as last game, up 3-0.
3-0-1.
Doesn't mean anything with these ladies.
No.
Second serve. Three 0-2.
Good finish from Andrew Coop. That firefight started off, just didn't go Jardim and Todd's way as they end up in that transition area, Cam.
I thought Jardim was going to lob. It almost looked like she was going for that lob and decided not to at the last second, created that pop-up.
Ooh, nice inside out right there, Cam.
Ooh,
You like
I
that
like
one.
that. Really caught them off guard, and what she does is she takes a little bit off, turns that wrist, and hits a nice inside-out flick. Harder than it looks. She made it look incredible.
Coverage on the around the post by Jardim.
That's in.
Love Johnson reading that right there. So what happened was Coop ended up staying back at the baseline here. Watch this. And Johnson reads that over that lob was going to drop in. Great job by Georgia Johnson.
2-3-1.
I'd like to have maybe seen a reset, then let them come into the net. It almost seemed like she didn't have all her body behind her to hit that swinging shot.
Jardim sets that up by taking every one of those balls out of the air, right? She's not allowing Coop to gain any ground. If she lets that bounce, Coop's going to finish coming to the kitchen line right there, but she doesn't allow it.
3, 2, 1.
Nice finish there from Andrea Coop. And what'd she do so well right there, Cam?
She just placed it really well. She didn't swing too hard, but right at the body, and what that does is it just created a nice pop-up for her to finish.
3, 2, 2.
Now on the flip side of things, Coop returns serve right there and doesn't come in. So she didn't get all the way back up, so she catches herself, or gets caught in the transition area.
Georgine had that. She knew exactly what she wanted to do with that nice drive, coming in to hit a shake and bake on herself. Just didn't finish that last ball.
Two, 4, 1.
You.
Just good defense there from Coop. Keep that ball in play.
One more time over the net.
3, 4, 1. Second serve.
Much better pressure from Todd that time.
Right at Johnson's feet as she's trying to come in.
3, 4, 2.
Watch it. Ah! Oh, it's in. Can we get a challenge? Do we have a challenge? Because that was it. That was inside of the line. That was not even line.
Well, we can't see from here. It's tough because they only have the kitchen cam.
It was out?
So Georgia overrules the call, says it was in.
Couldn't tell from this angle.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. And wait, let's see.
Hold on.
We go back and ball looks like if it's going to hit and go from screen to screen, looks like it probably be in right there. Yep.
Yeah.
So good call. Good overrule from Georgia Johnson. Hit the call right, side out. Oh, nice shot there from Georgia Johnson. I know she apologizes, but that's exactly where you want to go. You body up your opponent. Don't give them any room to extend their arms.
4, 3, 2. Side out.
Quick side out for Johnson and Coop.
Haven't seen as many intense, crazy points
No.
thus far in the third game. Ladies may be getting a little bit tired. Their hands aren't, but I think just the movement of that, I think we're going to see a few more, though,
3, 4,
coming
1.
up soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, that's a grown-up third shot drop right there from Georgia Johnson.
Heavy roll out wide. And what she does so well, she's following it up. She knows it's going to be a nice deep lob. Looking, it's going to be tough.
4,
Simone's
4,
going
1.
down. If she gets it over, be a nice finish.
Second serve. Four, 4, 2.
Love the adjustment. I mean, that point-to-point adjustment right there from Andrew Coop. Very frustrated with herself. She missed the third shot drop on the last one. So what does she do this next point? She drives the third and then drops the fifth. So she makes an adjustment point-to-point, and it gives them a 5-4 lead. 1 point away from an end change here in game number 3.
No.
Almost looked like Georgine was going over there to switch and stayed on her side. It's going to come down to which,
4-5-1.
how many of these ladies they can stay in that zone that I was talking about earlier for this third game. Again, the shot that I love to see, but I hate to play against right there. Takes some pace off and just a nice roll down the middle and splits them.
Nice dig from Todd. Wow, great job by Paris Todd staying in that point, but just a little too much Coop and Johnson there.
Really moving her side to side, front to back. Hard to recover from that nice roll out wide.
5-5-2.
Tied up again.
Wow, watch Andrea Coop just step back and read the speed up from Jardim. Great job. And the finish there. Just an eye roll going, what do I need to do to get points around this place today? Because that's how hard it is right now. 5-5, 1 point away from an end change.
5-5-1.
Great reach from Paris Todd, reaching in, taking that ball out of the air.
She sees that middle opening so incredibly well.
Oh, great drive by Georgia Johnson, keeping it nice and low. She hits a very flat drive. So we talked about this last weekend with Georgia Johnson. She's such a student of the game, and the fact that, so talk about her drive that just happened, right? So she watches other players, right? So she doesn't have a lot of topspin. She hits a very heavy ball. We kind of related it to a Adam Stone drive, where Adam hits a very flat ball, hits very hard, very heavy. Then you talk about her third shot drop that she's developed over the last couple months and how good it is. Well, she played MLP for the last 2 times in Austin and in Newport. Her teammate was Susanna Barr. Susanna Barr arguably hits one of the best third shot drops in the game. It's aggressive, absolutely, low, hard. Well, now you're seeing Georgia Johnson emulate that. Now I consider Georgia Johnson and Susanna Barr on that same playing field as far as third shot drops go. I'm not talking just the female game. I'm talking the game. They hit such an aggressive third shot drop that we saw it earlier here where she hit a drop in this third game where it just pulled, I believe it was Paris Todd on the left side, pulled her off and she couldn't get to it because it's so aggressive. So what you're seeing and what I love to see from Georgia is that she's like a sponge. She's absorbing things from all these players, and it's just great to see, and that's why she is one of the best in the game right now.
And she's doing it at 15.
I know, and not only is she doing it, she's 15.
And that's, you get sometimes these younger players in these situations, and they can't control their emotions. They can't control the shots they're going to hit. The emotion takes over, and they may hit a shot they weren't meaning to hit, and overhit or underhit. She is so zoned in. All these leaders are zoned in right now, but again, with that heavy third shot drop roll that Georgia hits, it is creating so much chaos on the other side for any team.
Yeah. So as we come back in, end change here for these ladies. Johnson and Coop with a 1-point lead here, 6-5 in game number 3.
Yeah.
I love the angle from Jardim there.
Really spreading out Coop and Johnson from each other, taking Coop out wide and then finishing over Johnson on the other side of the court.
I don't mind that speed up though from Todd as she sped up in the middle at about 60-70%. That's not a bad speed up, it's just better defense.
Those are the shots that I think now Coop and Johnson are seeing to cover that middle, knowing she wants to roll that heavy down the middle.
overhead practice for Coop and Johnson. There's the drive. Oh, and Jardim just misses. But she was setting up, right? So she had Coop deep on that last overhead. She was trying to get her to back up, finally did.
It just shows how patient she is in the strategy she's trying to do in that point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Johnson missing an opportunity there to poach. Makes up for it, though.
I just thought the same thing, too. When I saw that higher ball, I thought Johnson was going to fly over with that backhand and end that point a little earlier.
Tough right there is a little miscommunication in the middle on that accidental lob from Jardim and Todd.
Yeah, I would have liked Coop either to drive it at 100% or take some off and drop it and get back in that point.
Yeah. That's just veteran play from Jardim as she pulled Coop to the sideline off the court and then finds the middle there, Cam.
And at about 60 to 70% of the speed. Just a nice heavy roll and then an easy finish.
5-7-1. Second serve.
Big forehand finish there from Georgia Johnson.
Like you feel the momentum. Oh, well, we think Jardim and Todd are going to be taking this game, and now we have Johnson and Coop up 7-5.
5-7-2.
Johnson read that right from the get-go, knowing that she was going to hit the speed up and slide immediately to hit that finishing shot. Good read.
7-5-1.
Great work. Good patience there from Georgia Johnson.
Timeout, please.
Timeout here from Jardim and Todd, and it's deja vu. It's 8-5. This is the same exact score as we had in game number 2.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you're laughing. You're pointing at the screen, going, "Hey, this is the same exact." And this is exactly what happened. It was 8-5. They called a timeout, and then they came back out of that timeout and got the hold, and then got 3 points. What's the difference maker though here now from game 2 to game 3, Cam?
I don't know if the energy is there like they had it in game 2. It took a lot out of all 4 of these players in game 2. That's why you saw a little bit of a slower start here in game 3, kind of a little bit missing here, some uncommon dinks that usually these players don't miss. However, we got to 8-5 in the game 2, and we saw the best pickleball. So I don't doubt that we can see even better pickleball here in this 3rd game. The gold medal match is on the line.
You're exactly right. It's the energy. That's what I want to see, Cam. You're 100% right. It's the energy I got to see from Jardim and Todd right now. You hit it right on the head.
8-5-1.
Oh, I mean, I couldn't have taken a ball and thrown it down the middle any better than that was right there.
And it
was
just so off speed, you think.
Yeah.
Oh, my partner's got it, my partner's got it. And that's just something you both have to clash paddles almost to get that ball back over. Great hands.
Oh, wow.
Johnson keeping the ball alive again and again and again. Incredible pickleball.
And
another timeout.
Jarjim and Todd will call their second and final timeout here in game number 3. A little different outcome than game 2, Cam, from when it was 8-5. Jarjim and Todd called the timeout. Right after the timeout this time, Johnson and Coop keep the pedal to the metal and keep pushing here, and now they have a match point number 1. We keep track of these all the time. There's a reason. Number 1 on their paddle. We'll see if they can convert here, but what's the difference here now for Todd and Jarjim coming out of this timeout?
Like we've been saying, it really is the energy. I just feel like they're a little flat-footed here. It's not that they don't want it. Of course they want it. I'm not seeing that energy they had and the patterns they were creating that were working.
Yeah.
Right now it's like, let's just play defense and kind of get back into it. Okay, well, let's take this timeout, which I know they've done. I know Jarjim and Todd are talking about this. Let's go ahead. Let's get some rolls. Let's try and spread them wide. When they spread Coop and Johnson wide, they're winning those points.
Right.
Let's get back to that. Get the side out. Let's get some points back on the board. And let's make it a nice rerun of the second game. I'm ready for it. Great hands by Todd.
What hands to stay in this right there and fight off that first match point.
That's exactly what Todd and Jarjim need right now. And then build off of that. Use it right now.
Jarjim, they're holding strong right there. They fight off 2 match points.
I had a feeling they weren't going down that easy.
No, definitely not. Not in this match.
But as you saw, what they did so well is Todd was hitting a nice roll dink, pulling Johnson off that side. That's exactly what they have to do. Keep pulling them apart.
Good finish you here. Coop telling Georgia, come on right now. One more hold and they get another match point on their paddle.
5-10-10.
Todd and Jarjim need to answer here.
Oh.
And just out of Jarjim's reach right there.
She almost fell in the kitchen once.
Yep, and a side out. Jarjim just goes, yep, that's just gravity taking over. So she's okay, but it'll be a match point number 3 here.
Man, these ladies are fighting.
10-5-1.
Andrea Coop will end it right there. Finally, Johnson and Coop come out on top in game number 3. Wow, what a matchup here we had on championship court. Johnson and Coop 11-7, 13-15, 11-5 in game number 3 for the victory. They will move on to the gold medal match. On CC2 right now, Etta Wright, Susanna Barr up 14-7 on Lauren Stratman and Regina Franco. Winner of that match will face Simone Jarjim and Paris Todd in that bronze medal match. Guys, don't go anywhere. Our next matchup here on championship court, men's pro singles. We got that gold medal match for you. J.W. Johnson, Federico Staksrud coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Hiya, my name is Stacy Townsend, and let's learn to play better pickleball with Pickler and USA Pickleball. Learn to play better pickleball for free with Pickler and USA Pickleball.
What a match. 3 games. The second one goes 15-13. How were you able to close that out? So many digs, so many resets. Incredible.
Yeah, Paris and Simone played great. I have a really good partner next to me. Georgia really held it together. And I think in that second game, they both started playing better. And Simone kind of reminded us why she's the GOAT. And maybe in the third game, we had to keep it away from her a little bit more because she really played great. They both did, but Simone especially in that second game.
We saw you guys a lot switching back and forth. You were playing on right, you were playing on left. Why were you guys doing that? What was the strategy behind that?
Well, they were hitting some really deep and heavy serves, and so sometimes we had to stay more than others. And just giving them a different look. I feel like you can do that in any match, and I was more just doing whatever Andrea told me to.
You guys have a little bit of a break. Georgia, we know you have singles coming up. Now what are you guys going to do in this time before you have to come back on for that gold medal match?
I'm pretty sweaty. I think I'm going to shower, change, and get some food in me.
There you have it. We'll be right back.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
PPR is proud to be a partner with the APP Tour, which features 18 tournaments and more than $750,000 in prize money. Several PPR members play in APP tournaments throughout the year. Are you at least a 3.5 pickleball player? Then become certified to teach with PPR. Check out our website at www.pprpickleball.org. And as the saying goes, do what you love and you never have to work a day in your life. So give us a call at 843-842-9777. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I am Next Gen.
I am Next Gen.
I am Next Gen.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Pro men's singles final coming up for you right here on Championship Court. Federico Staksrud taking on J.W. Johnson here at the USA Pickleball National Championship Series APP Atlanta Metro Open. As we get into this match, let's take a look at both of our players. First, for the young J.W. Johnson. Johnson will be coming out of the consolation side of things. This is a rematch of the winner bracket final, as J.W. Johnson lost to Staksrud, be looking to battle his way back through the bottom side of the bracket. But Johnson, a very accomplished singles player in his own, is back here looking for a triple crown, as he is in all 3 gold medal matches today. But he's got his hands full here today, as Johnson will be matched up against someone he is very familiar with in Federico Staksrud. A rematch of the Chicago Open just 1 week ago. Federico Staksrud took down J.W. Johnson last weekend in the gold medal match. He's already beaten Johnson once this weekend in the winner bracket final, 1-11, 11-9, 11-9. He was tested but did come out on top. So Staksrud trying to go back-to-back gold medals here over the last 2 weekends. So 2 gold medals he's looking for in 7-day span for himself here on the APP Tour. We'll take a look at the bracket as I was talking about how these gentlemen got here. Federico Staksrud did take down J.W. Johnson in that semifinal in 3. Then Staksrud went and took out Dylan Frazier in the winner bracket final. J.W. Johnson had to drop down and beat Julian Arnold and longtime partner Dylan Frazier in the bronze medal match to get this rematch here on Championship Court on Championship Sunday. So that is how these gentlemen got here, and they are both ready to go. As you see, J.W. Johnson flipping his pedal. Federico Staksrud staring at me like I got anything to do with how we're going to get this match going. And he's over here. He's loose. He's ready to go. And these boys are going to be putting on a show for you here. Again, a rematch of last weekend's Chicago Open final here again this weekend, as Staksrud will be set to serve to start off this 2 out of 3. If J.W. Johnson wants to win this, he needs to take this 2 out of 3, and we'd have that 1 game to 15. Staksrud to serve. Right off the bat, Staksrud continuing where he left off last weekend in Chicago. He had that 2-handed roll going for him early last weekend, and he's got it started for him in game number 1 here today. Dominic Catalano alongside me, Cameron Blackwood on the call for this gold medal match.
Oh, I know.
Nice hands there from J.W. Johnson, but it's a 2-0 lead for Staksrud.
Great angle there from Johnson, just taking that right off court.
Unforced error there from Staksrud, and Johnson on the board.
1-2.
Because what Staksrud does so well is he controls that kitchen line. No hesitation coming up. He will come up pretty much on every return of serve. As will Johnson, but right there, that is where he got punished last weekend a lot. J.W. Johnson on the cross-court 2-hand roll from Staksrud. Watch him take something off that. Oh, and Staksrud goes flat down the line right there, and Kyle Yates with the very muffled clap in the corner here for his boy Federico Staksrud. He likes the shot. Kyle just likes it. He likes good pickleball. Wow. That's a great shot, and Staksrud just on it again this weekend. He's just picking up right where he left off, Cam.
You know, I train with Staksrud on a daily basis, and the confidence that he has now training.
I mean, he's rushing to the baseline to serve. He can't serve fast enough right now because he's feeling it so well. What does Johnson have to do on the flip side of things, Cam? Because that's a quick 6-1 lead. I mean, we're like literally 2.5 minutes in.
I would like him to change his return up. I think right now he's giving him a nice ground stroke ball to tee off on.
Yep.
It's not that it's not easy. I mean, Staksrud is hitting an incredible ball back. But what I would like, maybe slice, maybe take a little off, take a little higher, give yourself some chance, like to come in, have some time, change it up a little bit. Maybe go middle, force Staksrud to pick the angles. Sometimes in singles you think, oh, I have to pick an angle, I have to go line or hard cross court. Sometimes you go middle, make them choose.
Let's see what Johnson does after the timeout. Well, I mean, you're just going, first he goes 2-hand roll on the backhand. Now he goes 4-hand roll.
And he's not driving.
No.
It's what, 60% and really controlled.
All right, so he tries to flatten that backhand out. I like it, though, because now, even though he hits that one out, right, he's got 7-1 lead, he puts it in Johnson's head that he can go there. Wow, great reach by Staksrud.
He's playing with so much confidence right now and speed. He wants to get this moving. He wants this game quick.
Oh, just missing that. Nice cat and mouse from both of these guys right here.
Stayed controlled. I really liked that cross-court flick. It almost looked like he was going to loft it a little bit, and he really drove that dink cross-court.
Nice lead from Staksrud. That ball close right there, and good decision to leave that, let that go.
Great awareness on the court.
Johnson trying to cut that slice backhand right there.
I thought he was going to get in trouble. I thought he was going to take that first one right out of the air, and he chose not to. Worked out for him.
Right there, that's just putting pressure on with your serve and with your game right now. 9-1 lead.
Johnson doesn't like to take timeouts either, so I don't expect one.
Just missing that right there. That's the inside-out forehand there.
He doesn't mind that miss. He's sitting all right.
No. Oh, tries to go tweener right there, but catches his own leg. That's a good ball from Johnson, though.
I think he played one of Johnson. Looks like his might go out, and he played it. I like that spot there from Staksrud. He's going to the Johnson backhand. And Johnson has a two-handed backhand, too, but it's not that roll like Staksrud has. Nice deep serve.
Oh, nice ball there from Johnson, and Staksrud with an opportunity there because his serve was so big, it kept Johnson back.
2-9.
Nope. Let's go.
Side out.
Johnson with the eye roll right there, upset with himself. He just needs to get over that and get that top hand, left hand, a little more on over.
Staksrud just said, I cannot make mistakes like these. But I like it. He's going for a deep serve. You have to. Nice deep serve in singles. Even if it's out, you got to keep hitting it. It sets you up for that next shot.
Nice job by Johnson staying in right there. Again, just chipping away now. Last thing Stackford wants to do is let Johnson rattle off a couple points in a row. A little wide, and Johnson calmly within 5 here in game number 1.
That's what he does. Nice and calm, no emotion, works his way back in.
Nice ball by Stackford. Full extension though. And that right there, that overhit, that's caused by Stackford putting pressure on Johnson, and it's a game point number 1 here for Stackford.
And usually Johnson takes that cross court.
That's game 1, 11-4 in probably 4.5 minutes.
I was going to say under 5.
That's a fast match for Stackford right there, and that's exactly what he wants. He wants that pace. So an 11-4 victory, game number 1 for Federico Stackford. One more game, and he is your gold medalist. We'll take a quick commercial break. Game 2 coming up next here at the USA Pickleball National Championship Series APP Atlanta Metro Open.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
That was not what we expected in game number 1. That was about a 5-minute quick 11-4 victory for Federico Stackford in this gold medal match. Game number 2 about to get underway. J.W. Johnson to serve.
Wow.
That's a nice ball there.
That's what he needs to do.
Right, he took something off that right there, Cam.
And he kept it low with a nice sharp angle.
1-0.
Just wide right there. Wasn't long, was wide.
And what Stackford does so well is when he came up, he really rolled that forehand. He didn't slap it cross court, but he rolled it. The spin is what helped it go off that court. Wow. What a great ball. He didn't want that ball to drop as you watched it. Bounced up high, and he takes it right at its highest peak so it doesn't have a chance to go in the net.
Wow, nice job by
Great
Stackford.
read.
And he closes ground so well, Cam. Why does he do this, though?
With Johnson, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to hit that roll. You can't afford to let it bounce because Johnson's so great at that cat and mouse game. He has to take it out of there and finish these points quick.
Just wide right there. Nice job by Johnson controlling the kitchen line.
Little mistakes like that, Johnson has to capitalize on.
2-2.
There, man. Can't have free points like that. Not against J.W. Johnson. Stackford needs to stay clean here. Needs to keep that momentum going. Wow, big forehand winner for J.W. Johnson cross court, Cam.
And not a lot of pace. Again, I think Johnson, what he has to do is what I'm seeing from this current match is taking a little off, but having aggressive rolls with angles.
And then he tries to be aggressive on that serve.
I don't mind it.
No, not at all. I mean, you have to be able to put pressure on your serve in the singles game. It's a key now.
2-4.
Nice hands by Stackford. Did you watch him extend on that ball that Johnson drops? His paddle was on the edge of his fingertips to reach that. He moved the paddle down his hand.
And what he did is he kept his paddle out in front the second he got it, which allowed him to then hit that flick. If not, there's no way he would have been able to hit it.
All tied here at 4 in game number 2. Stackford trying to end it. Take home that gold medal here for a second weekend in a row.
Barely clipped the back of the line.
Point. Timeout receiver. 5-4. 1 minute.
So timeout here from J.W. Johnson, and you said it back, he clips that back line and that return. Good job by Stackford just to get that back up and over. But what does Johnson need to do here, continue to do, because he's in this second game here. What's he doing well that's keeping him in this second game?
Hitting sharp angles. Taking a little bit off, hitting some sharp angles, following the ball in. Stackford loves pace. He thrives off pace. So that's something that Johnson now is realizing, hey, let me take a little bit off, let me hit some more angles, move him off court a little bit, but he has to be consistent in doing that. He can't hit it every once in a while and then hit a nice drive because Stackford is teeing off on that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Cam, and it is. It's Johnson taking some pace off the ball, hitting some good angles. Needs to continue to do that, and he'll stay right in the second game, and hopefully, for his sake, force a third game here.
And still being aggressive on his serve, even if he misses some out. That's why you see singles players, it's not that big of a deal to miss a serve. Yes, you don't want to, but it doesn't cost you like it does in doubles. So you see singles players go for a lot more to set them up for that next shot. Stackford here is hitting some deep serves as well, hitting that back line, which is causing him to have an opportunity when he gets back in.
Stackford upset with himself that he jammed himself trying to pull that ball back across his body instead of keeping it out front and going cross court with that forehand. That's just another good ball by Johnson. Again, getting Stackford fully extended here.
Stackford, he has a longer reach than I thought. I mean, he can really cover the court. All tied up here, 5-5.
Something more around. You want another one? Yeah, something like that.
Not happy with the ball here.
I think Stackford thinks it may be a little out of round. I'll go with a ball change here.
Sometimes you'll find the player up go, no, I want to stick with with the ball that I'm working with, but they both agreed that. Let's go ahead and get a new one in here.
Okay, time in. 5-5.
I like that there. Johnson trying to drop that ball in.
Stackford saying don't miss. That's the thing about singles, just get the ball over. It may not be a great winning shot, but once you do that, you keep yourself in this match.
Ooh, the miss hit right there. Point for J.W. Johnson. He takes a 1-point lead here. Great serve from Johnson. Put the pressure on right away off the jump.
You don't see it all the time, but sometimes he does use that little pinch or spin. He has both, a pinch and a spin with his hands before he hits that serve. Creates a lot of opportunity for him.
And on the flip side, great reach there from Stacksrud as he takes that ball out of the air. Doesn't allow Johnson to set up. Missed opportunity there for Stacksrud as he had Johnson on his heels. He did not come up.
7-5.
That ball stayed in. Wow, Johnson able just to get that ball back up and over. This ball, let's watch how it comes straight down.
Almost going back over.
Yep. Put away for Stacksrud. Needs to answer here, though. Down by 2.
5-7.
Oh, what an angle from J.W. Johnson.
That was all set up from his return.
Yeah.
Right on the line, he was able to get up and start dictating the point from the kitchen line.
Too good right there from Stacksrud, and he will call an offensive timeout here as these players trade side outs here at 7-5, 5-7 for about the last 4 or 5 points. So do you like the offensive timeout here from Stacksrud, Cam?
Yes and no. I mean, I'm not him, right? So I don't know what's going on in his mind. Me personally, I wouldn't have. I feel like I have some momentum. I just won a really quick first game, 11-4. Yes, I'm down 5-7, but I'm playing good. You know, Johnson's playing better. He's hitting better shots, better angles, but I'm still in this. So for me, I would still continue to play, but maybe because he sees Johnson starting to get some momentum, hey, you know what? I got the ball back. Let's take a timeout, see if we can't get him a little bit colder again. Then I'll come right back in with the momentum.
And again, too, you know, you have a couple times back and forth, no points given up, no points gotten, or, you know, on your side. So I think the timeout here for Stacksrud, possibly a good one here just to regroup, go, okay, I got the serve back. Now I need to score here. And so let's see if they can, or he can, get back here on the board and get an inch his way, a little closer in this second game. That was the ball he's looking for.
And he was making all of those in the first game.
7-5.
Let's go, come on!
Nice job by Stacksrud stretching
Great
Johnson.
return. What I really like what Stacksrud's doing, he's hitting that flick down the line with little pace.
I don't know what Federico Stacksrud said there, but
probably
he wasn't happy with himself.
I didn't get that point.
Yep. Something close to that,
yeah.
but again, nobody can score here. We've been at 7-5 for a while. Oh, and the freebie from Stacksrud. Johnson flipped that up and stood straight up. He was giving that point up right there. Stacksrud into the net.
Wow. What I love so much is that he's playing behind Johnson. A lot of people think in singles you need to go side to side. Sometimes I like taking it nice cross court and then going back cross court. Did that beautifully.
Nice serve from Stackford again. Pressure on the serve.
6-8.
Ooh, just wide off the tape right there.
Johnson needs to keep this momentum, not get another side out and give this ball back to Stackford.
Go!
That,
right at Stackford, he's going to handle that every time.
and he's been getting probably 5 winners now just on that down the line flick.
6-8.
He just can't capitalize on a serve right now, which he did a lot in game number 1, not capitalizing with those cross-court two-hander or the cross-court forehand winner.
I'd like for him to get under it a little bit more instead of driving it. Let's go ahead and drop it. Let's roll it.
Yeah, and right there, that's what Johnson does so well is he takes those balls out of the air.
Quick.
And watch this replay. Reaches in, and that little wrist flick on the backhand side for J.W. Johnson.
9-6. Point.
Missing that. Oh, he gets that sideline, excuse me. It's just out of our viewing or vantage point, and it's game point for J.W. Johnson here in game 2.
Point.
And the
What
miss
a
hit right
wrist
there. And
roll from Johnson.
wow, J.W. Johnson. That's a major answer. After losing game 1 in basically 5 minutes, he comes back and answers, wins game 2 by a score of 11-6. We'll go to game 3 here in Griffin, Georgia. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with that 3rd game for you here on Championship Court at the APP Atlanta Metro Open.
Hiya, my name is Stacy Townsend, and let's learn to play better pickleball with Pickler and USA Pickleball. Learn to play better pickleball for free with Pickler and USA Pickleball.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Game number 3 here in Griffin, Georgia at the APP Atlanta Metro Open. Federico Staksrud and J.W. Johnson splitting games 1 and game 2. We'll go to a 3rd game. If Staksrud can come out on top, he will be your gold medalist. If J.W. Johnson wins, we will go to that game to 15. But before anything, we're going to start game 3 here. Cam, it's going to be a good one as Staksrud is set to serve. And a great return from Johnson right off the bat, Cam.
Johnson needs it. I still don't see the energy I would like to see from him. Yes, we know Johnson's not an emotional player, and we get that.
0-0.
But you still need that energy, and that's something I feel like Staksrud has over Johnson at this point.
Yeah, and a great backhand drop right there from Staksrud. Little cut backhand.
He's fired up. He's wanting that ball and get to serve quickly. Great serve.
Again, we talked about that pressure serve, especially in singles. So important.
If you are thinking about playing singles, you need to be out with a basket of balls practicing on your own.
And this is the same way that Staxford started game number 1. He starts game number 3.
3-0. Point.
Timeout here possibly from Johnson, or is he going to try and fight through this? He's going to try and fight through this. I think you need to slow down Staxford right now. And he's not doing it by not calling a timeout. He's just trying to weather through this, Cam.
Looking at his paddle, I don't know if it's not feeling right or what that is, but again, he just seems a little off.
Yeah, I mean, and we're end changing. I mean, this is just like game 1. We're a good minute and a half, 2 minutes into this game, and we're already changing ends. What's Johnson need to do here, Cam?
Well, get some energy. I mean, right now he's leaning on the back. I'm sure he's disappointed, right? And
yeah.
and I, like we said, I don't need a lot of emotion out of him, but you can just feel energy from people. And I know he has it in him. He just needs to find it and fight. He has all the shots.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a question. We know that he can match Staxford in any situation. He just has to hit a couple nice returns, come in, maybe hit some nice backhand flicks, and get himself back in this. He can do this.
All right, well, we'll see what answers Johnson has here. Staxford in complete control, up 6-0. I don't know.
Just like that.
I mean, it could be side to side. You know, these players, this side that J.W. Johnson is on, that's the side that both of these gentlemen have won from. So maybe they're seeing something side to side, too.
Just like that. That's what he needed. Get something going here on his side.
Oh, J.W. Johnson with the around the post right there. Beautifully done, and he is answered here nicely on the end change as he's within 4 now.
2-6. Point.
Ball lands on the line, I believe, as passing shot. Johnson within 3, cuts that lead in half, and it is a timeout from Staxford. What's changed on the end change here, Cam?
Well, exactly what we said. From the get-go, I said he needs a nice deep return to backhand flick to get himself back in it. What does he do? Very first point, he hits a nice deep return and hits a backhand flick winner. And that got him going. That's his bread and butter right there. That's his favorite shot. And I want to say one of his best shots is that backhand flick. So if you can start winning points on your strengths, that really gives you a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence to get back in this. Like we said, he knows how to come back. He has all the shots. It's just putting them together point after point. He hasn't been able to string points together. So yes, he's gotten 3 in a row, but let's see if he can get 4, let's see if he can get 5, tie this thing back up and not let Staxford get on another 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 lead.
Yeah, if he goes 5-0, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Because then it's game over, and Staxford would be your gold medalist back-to-back weekends, Chicago and Atlanta. So timeout from Staxford. We'll see what happens after. J.W. Johnson to serve within 3. And a little hard there on the forehand from Staxford. And here comes J.W. Johnson.
And just staying consistent. He wasn't doing anything out of control, playing within himself. It's a great point by Johnson. Not that great of a serve.
Yeah, can't miss that right there. Not when you're on a run.
Make it.
Oh, not a bad idea there from Staxford, taking that ball out of the air, has the opening, just overhits it.
But now I feel energy from Johnson. Like, I feel it now.
Oh, Staxford needs that right there. He'll take it all day long. Frustrated J.W. Johnson.
6-4.
Oh, there it is. He makes the adjustment 2 points later to take that ball out of the air. Nice job by Staxford with a stab backhand.
7-4. Side out.
Good job by Johnson covering that cross court inside out.
4-7.
Johnson climbing back in this.
5-7.
Yeah, come on.
Side out.
That's a missed opportunity for Johnson. He knows it too as he walks back to the baseline. He's talking to himself. That's a ball he's not going to miss very often. Nice overhead from J.W. Johnson there, Cam.
Yeah, and what Staxford was doing in the first game that was working so well, that inside-out forehand was working. It has not worked, I don't think, once in this third game like it was in the first game. I'd like Staxford maybe adjust it a little bit, but Johnson's covering it well now. He is seeing it.
Wow, Staxford almost goes down a couple times in that point. Regains his composure, backhand winner. Oh,
tough break.
Yeah, Johnson not happy with that roll right there as it goes off the
It's had
tape.
a couple clipped. Yeah, just misses wide.
8-5.
Oh, if that would have fell right there, that's just, that'd have been heartbreaking for Johnson.
It's exactly what Johnson needs right now. He needs to get this point.
Oh, what a gift from Federico Staxford, showing off the wheels here. It looked like Johnson had him beat.
Just a nice flick. Didn't go for too much, just placed it incredibly well.
8-5. Side out. Right here, come on. 5-8.
Time out here.
Okay, the receiver has challenged that out call.
So we have a challenge here on the court from Federico Staxford as J.W. Johnson called that last ball down the line out. So we'll have a challenge here, our first challenge of this championship Sunday, as Staxford thinks he possibly may have gotten this ball around the post, so we will see. But again, a great job by Johnson answering the bell after that first game, Cam. It looked like he was just down and out after that first game. Answers, wins that second game, and in this third game. What's he need to do to continue this kind of run that he's on, to stay in this right here, and hopefully for him to force the game to 15?
He's playing a lot better. He now seems like he wants this. I now feel that energy. Yeah, he maybe not be getting all the points that he wants, but he's putting in that effort now that I'm seeing, and hitting a lot better cross-court forehands, really keeping them nice and low. His movement is better. He has more energy on his side. He's down 5-8 in the third. He has to continue having this energy that he's created so far. And looking right now here on the screen at that ball that Staksrud had challenged.
It's tough to see from that angle as we're above it and can't tell if that ball, where it's bouncing, if
Right.
that's the bounce or if that's the bounce.
That's what's hard about this. You're not.
That may be the bounce, and if that's the, well, not that right there. That is. We'll see as call has been made. We'll see what the
verdict is.
The call out stands.
Not enough to overturn.
Mr. Staksrud is charged a timeout and has no remaining video challenge this game. You have no timeouts remaining.
So Staksrud now out of timeouts and no challenge left for him as well.
Would you have called a challenge on that to lose one in this tight third game?
It was close enough to call. I mean, it was tight. So that would have been a big point. That would have put him up 9-5. So, yeah, I don't mind it. Still up 2 here. Oh, and off the tape right there. Excuse me, I wouldn't have put him up. That would have been a side out to him. But, again, off the tape right there, nothing Staksrud can do. This ball just drops right over.
Kind of needed one. He's had a couple on Johnson.
An unforced error from J.W. Johnson on the serve. Oh, and follows it up with another unforced error. And Staksrud within 2. Big overhead there from Johnson.
And he knew it the second. He was in trouble and threw up this shot that was not a great one. And Johnson was able to hit a winner very easily.
7-9.
Gets the ball down the line, does Johnson, and he is now back within 1. Great two-hander down the line. Doubles up in the same spot. J.W. Johnson ties this game up here at 9.
Just saw Johnson do a little fist pump to himself, so that's a lot of energy right there. He's fired up.
Oh, nice finish there from Staksrud. I'd like to see Johnson attack that ball in the transition area. He decides to drop it in. Let Staksrud stay in that point game.
Yeah, you can't do that against Johnson. He's too good up at that kitchen line. Loves that cat and mouse game.
Oh, nice hands off the tape right there by J.W. Johnson, because that would have been an easy winner there down the line and would have given Staksrud a match point.
9-9. Nope. Side out.
Not missing that by much is Johnson.
9-9.
Oh, nice ball as Staksrud doesn't go inside out. He goes right down that line.
And that's what I was looking for, was that changeup.
And that'll give him a gold medal championship point here. And Johnson goes down the line and stops that real quick.
Takes a nice deep breath after that point.
9-10.
Catches the back of that line. Great placement.
Yeah, good ball there from Staksrud. Much better than the one he dropped in the net about 10 minutes ago.
Because he took some pace off.
Yes. We'll have a championship point number 2 on his paddle. And there's the winner on the backhand from Staxrud. And there is your 2022 APP Atlanta Metro Open champion Federico Staxrud, as he will take it in 3 over J.W. Johnson, 11-4, 6-11, 11-9. So congratulations to Staxrud on his gold. J.W. Johnson will take your silver. We will take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Cameron will be courtside with Federico Staxrud to get his thoughts right after these quick messages.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
I am back here with the gold medal champion, Federico Staxrud. What an incredible match. You got that first game done in less than 5 minutes. What was the mindset going into this match?
The mindset is, there's a plan. It was stick to the plan, and it went well. Even maybe the second set, he fired up a little bit. I made some forced errors. I told myself the third one, just stick with the plan, and it went well.
Did you change anything? Last week you had a great win against him. Coming into this week, thinking he might make some adjustments. Were you concerned about that at all?
Yeah, definitely. Started a little bit more energetic. I was super down on the semifinals. But yeah, I was starting good. I know he's a slow starter, so try to take advantage with that.
And how much confidence does this give you through the rest of this fall season?
No, a lot. Everything adds up, results, training, just gives you confidence. But it's about the process. I'm not trying to go anywhere. Just try to get better every day, and that's about it.
I'm going to bring in now Ken Herman with the trophy here for the men's gold medal match.
Federico, congratulations. Hey, we were just in Chicago doing this, weren't we? Yeah. Well, we had tough conditions, all the rain, the humidity. I'm glad we got everything in today. Very proud to award you our 2022 Atlanta Metro Open Gold Singles Champion. Congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations, guys. Well, we're going to leave you here. We will be back at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN+. Do not go in anywhere. We will see you right back here, 1 p.m.